and all the different team members, giving you a little bit of information about trials. So, so I can hold the mic, all good, thank you very much, Joe. Okay then guys, so I'm going to start off nice and simple. I'm going to introduce you to Mr. Gary Sanderson. Give him a big round of applause. Hey. Now Gary's been riding trials for about 6 years. He's done a couple of shows with me, but it's still very early days for him. So he's a little bit nervous in front of a crowd. So please feel free to give him a big cheer. Hey. That's it, that's all we want. Get your hands together, we like clapping, clapping's all good. So what he's going to do here is he's going to show you the 4 basic moves of mountain bike trials. Now mountain bike trials is basically the ability to ride your bike over anything that is in front of you. So you can see him there just showing you the first basic move that you learn. It's called a track stand, just learning to stay completely still on the bike, balancing your brakes, getting your body nice and centred over the bike. It's actually the most fundamental and important move in trials to get mastered perfectly. Before you go and do any big moves, that is exactly where you want to start. So that's a real nice simple thing to learn. And the next thing you learn is called an endo. So he's just going to show you going straight up on the front tyre. There you go, just learning to pitch your weight up over the handlebars and just control your weight on the front end of that bike. And quite often learning to jump over the handlebars when it all goes pitot. The next thing you learn is kind of like a wheelie, but it's a little bit more advanced in trials. It's called a back hop. So just going right up on the back wheel and controlling your weight and your balance. Look at that, just holding it perfectly on the back tire. Give him a round of applause, come on. He makes it look so simple and he's so controlled and comfortable there. Trials riders will spend a lot of time on your back wheel, lining up for gaps and side ups and things. So he's just there, going round in a circle, no dramas at all. The next thing we're going to show you is called a bunny hop. So just learning to pull the whole bike right up and off the floor. He looks a bit nervous, look at him. All right then guys. You ready, mate? You got this? Here we go. So he's just going to just load up the pressure on the pedals and show you a little bunny hop, pulling the whole bike up and off the floor. Here we go, Gary Sanderson. Oh, no, he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. You want to do it on the floor? Come on down and do it on a nice, safe floor. Like I said, this is only one of his... He's only done a couple of shows. He's really, really accurate and really smooth. We'll show you later on. Give him a round of applause for that. Come on, guys. There we go, there's a nice bunny up, just pulling the whole bike right off the floor. Next we're going to go over to Dominic Panel. And Dominic is actually, he's a very good rider. He's only been riding for about, what is it, 2 years now? It's about 2 years. So he's still learning the basics. He just thought he'd come along today. I've invited him along to just come and see what it's like riding in front of a crowd with a bit of pressure on you. So he's just going to roll around the rig, show you some slightly more advanced moves than those 4 basics. He's managed to get some real good control over the last 2 years. Just nicely up on the back tyre, controlling it right to the edge. Onto the ramp and down to the floor. Come on guys, put your hands together. Little Dom there. And then next up we're going to go to Sam Action Man Acton in his very nice tight t-shirt there. Guys, give him a big welcome, come on! So this is Sam Acton. He's from all the way down in Cornwall actually, originally. So he's riding an Echo SL, so really nice super light trials bike. Look at that, no messing around, straight up onto the rig. Real nice bit of control. You got to be so accurate in trials. Just nicely working his way along the table. Yeah, sweet little gap, controlling it nicely. Put your hands together for Action Man, come on! 16 stone of muscle up there breaking that bike, come on! Okay, and next up, we're going to go over. Who wants to see this big jump ramp? Yay! Do you want to see Clint up in the air? Yay! Okay, next up we got Clinton. He's up from Cornwall as well. Coming in, as he hits the ramp, I want you guys to go wild. Put your hands together for Clinton! Yay! Yeah, nice smooth tabletop. If you guys make loads and loads of noise, we're going to try and get him upside down by the end of the show. But you guys need to make some noise if you want to see that. And then next up, I'll hand you over to Joe, who's going to introduce me.
I don't know who you are. Do you want to see Andre do some stuff? Yeah! Come on then, ladies and gentlemen. Andre Burton, make some noise for him. Come on! Yeah! So Andre, obviously the main man here, and he's been riding for many years now. Like I said, he's competed in all sorts of events and been right up there, ranked top 10 in the world in the past, and he's even going to get himself probably up onto the van at some point. Ladies and gentlemen, would you like to see him go higher? Yeah! more noise. He needs more noise. Would you like to see him go higher? Yeah! Come on then, Andre. Here we go. This is where I have to duck. Look at this. Give him a round of applause. Come on. Right over my head he goes over to the top platform. Oh, he came off.